throw it back. Yeah, I'm born it's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdog will live the swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, where y'all going? Right now, you got 58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 57 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Throw.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll win it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And now the Packers get set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. We are going. Hey, 626.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Hunt. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
14.
Right back to him on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And nothing but daylight ahead. And almost coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Green 90. Green 90.
This is Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down, a cheap sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Over here.
They'll go with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seems a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 15 yards through the air on a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4 down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Uses the spin. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And taken right on the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Got it.
They run with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
58 rail.
No
Right,
gain on the
58
play.
rail.
It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from taking the rock that much.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving.
Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll run. This is Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Ace. Z. Ready.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Jake Ryan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Here's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. He'll get it up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Butker now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.